Timbaland didn't just produce hits. He built a sound around Aaliyah that changed R&B forever. In this video, I'm gonna break down the exact techniques that he uses. Then, rebuild that sound from scratch, producing a song so you can actually see and hear the formula. This one album reshaped an entire genre. This is Aaliyah's 1 in a Million.
The golden era of R&B. The 90s was a special time for music, and especially R&B. Not that I know, I wasn't born, but I still can really appreciate the sound. It was an incredible moment of time, but the genre needed something and someone to redevelop the already incredible sound.
Aaliyah was coming out of a chapter she didn't choose. Her first album made her famous, but it tied her to a story that wasn't hers.
Well, I hope that when people see this, they can get a sense of who I am.
So when it came time for her second album, she didn't play it safe. She didn't pick the biggest names in the industry. Instead, she chose two producers almost nobody knew, Timbaland and Missy Elliott. Timbaland's beats didn't sound like anyone else's. Paired with Missy Elliott, that sound completely reshaped Aaliyah.
1 in a Million felt ahead of its time. Not only did this album reinvent Aaliyah, it launched Timbaland and Missy Elliott into the mainstream. This wasn't just a great album, it created two of the most influential minds in the modern era.
Everything I've just described, the space, the offbeat rhythm, the way the vocals become a part of the atmosphere. Let's take what we've learned and rebuild the sound that changed R&B forever. Alright, so we're in FL Studio. Got my headphones on. Let me show you this beat, and we're gonna break it down so you can see exactly how Timbaland makes his beats. So let's focus on the drums first, because starting with the drums creates rhythm, and rhythm is everything, so we're starting with the drums. In the title track 1 in a Million, you'll notice the hi-hat comes in and it hits really hard and fast. So I've replicated that here. You'll see the hi-hat only comes in on one bar. And this is the most important trick that I've learned from listening to his beats. Nothing is on time, so pull things slightly off beat. If we zoom in on these snares, you'll notice they're just a bit off beat. I then layered some other sounds, added a triangle in, and these are what the drums sound like. Alright, now for the melody. I then added in this electric piano. You can see where the open space is, and we've added it in there. The last things I added was a pad that is real subtle in the background, and then the bass. And all together, that sounds like this. Timbaland built his legacy using pockets of space, rhythm, and unusual sounds that wouldn't normally work, but they did. 1 in a Million was an incredible album by Aaliyah, and it influenced a whole generation of new musicians, and it changed R&B completely. That era of music was amazing. Producers like Timbaland, Pharrell Williams were inventing new ways to make music. So I looked into how Pharrell does his beats, and it's kind of crazy how different they are. So if that interests you, you might like this video here, where I go into why Pharrell's beats hit different.